I'm gonna throw something at you that's crazy. So we touched on this yesterday, Joy Taylor. Tom Brady is leading the NFL in jersey sales.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
Okay, now I want everybody to think about this. This should not be taking place. Okay, he's played 18 years. We've all got his jersey. Okay, number one. Second, statistically, it was a down year for him. He has not been in the season the story of the NFL all year. There was never a week when we glommed onto Tom Brady. They're probably the quietest number 2 seed in league history. And there's also, half dozen amazingly special, talented young quarterbacks. How is Tom Brady the number 1 jersey seller? And I was thinking about this morning, and the only thing I can come up with, it's very much LeBron, by the way, this morning leads the All-Stars in fan voting, even though, again, LeBron is kind of resting. He's now hurt. I think what's happened is Brady and LeBron are active statues. They're statues that are playing. They're legends, and they're playing. Tom was the MVP last year. LeBron's the best player in the league, and it's so unprecedented. I think LeBron and Tom Brady have both had deniers. They always talk about global warming deniers or whatever, climate deniers. There's been these Brady deniers. It's Belichick. It's the system. He plays in a bad division. But Peyton Manning was a rickety old mess 6 years ago. Aaron Rodgers can't stay healthy. Cam's been a roller coaster. Big Ben's a mess, missed the playoff again. Andrew Luck got hurt. Garoppolo got hurt the minute he left New England. And Carson Wentz is hurt. Is that you get to a point with Tom Brady, it's not a coincidence. Like, he's healthy, he's playing, he's 8-0 at home. He won. You can no longer deny. I think part of this jersey sales is he's now become, there's no more deniers. He won. Brady won. System quarterback, he won. He's got good talent. He doesn't. He won. He's had 77 different people have caught a touchdown pass. I think you get to a point with Brady. He's not the most exciting, but you can no longer deny it, and he's an active statue playing. Same with LeBron James. Like, you just can't deny it. Everybody's getting hurt in the league except LeBron James, and I think longevity and health is an incredibly powerful thing. But this makes no sense. There have been years Tom Brady in his prime wasn't the number 1 jersey seller. There have been many years. There's never been a year where more rookie quarterbacks and second-year quarterbacks were fascinating, and Brady leads it. It doesn't make any sense. He's down statistically. There's better young quarterbacks. He was never the story. The most improbable game this year was the miracle in Miami. Other than that, the Kansas City win, and that was early in the season, was the only jersey-selling moment for Tom Brady this year. And I think LeBron leading in the All-Star voting and Brady leading in jersey sales, they are the 2 active statues that you can no longer deny. Even if you love Michael Jordan and you love Peyton Manning, Favre, Terry Bradshaw, Aikman, they won. LeBron's won. If you want to argue LeBron's not the GOAT, he's got 7 more years in this league. If you want to deny Tom Brady's the GOAT, look at Aaron Rodgers physically. Look at his contemporaries. Look at Big Ben. Peyton Manning fell apart. Favre fell apart physically. I can't explain how he is number 1 in jersey sales.
I just don't, how fast are these people going through these jerseys?
I think people are also buying one because they know the end is coming.
But don't they already have one?
Maybe there's different stitching on
I don't get it. I don't get it.
It makes no sense.
It's like your annual Tom Brady jersey.
Tom Brady in his prime, when he was the best quarterback in this league with Peyton Manning, he wasn't this high up. It's really incredible. Joy with the news.
No. Turn on the news. This is the Herd Line News.
So there are some coaching vacancies, and Browns GM John Dorsey is playing the head coaching search close to the vest, at least publicly.
I'm very excited about this.
He may be more active in private, though, according to one news report, because according to the Canton Repository, the Browns may like McDaniels, and the feeling might be mutual. So the quote is, McDaniels is enthusiastically interested in the Cleveland opening. The Browns may have used back channels to indicate mutual preliminary interest. John Dorsey has been good at cloaking whatever he is up to. However, the indications are that McDaniels is a very serious candidate.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Who's the one organization that Bill Belichick despises?
It'd be the Browns.
Who fired him? So do you think Josh McDaniels would show that level of disloyalty to Belichick by going to the one place Belichick hates?
Well, I think at this point, he really can't play the loyalty card because he did commit to the Colts and then, dip out on them pretty quickly for some unknown reason. I maintain I don't understand I don't understand the McDaniels' interest based off of that and based off the fact that he had an opportunity and it went badly. So if you have an opportunity and went badly, that doesn't necessarily mean you're a bad coach. Look at what happened with Belichick. But it went badly, and then you had an opportunity to coach Andrew Luck.
And you've whiffed
in
on
a
it.
situation where you were going to have a huge amount of cap space the next year.
And or
in 2 years.
And a highly respected young GM.
Right, and a respected organization. And you turn that down to go back to your old position. I honestly don't understand it. The Green Bay move, kind of interesting, but then still, it doesn't explain why you wouldn't take the Andrew Luck situation.
It's almost like we're living in the moment. Does everybody understand this is Cleveland? Aaron Rodgers has a coaching spot available. Does everybody get this is Cleveland? I'm not saying Baker can't play, and I'm not saying Dorsey's not competent, but this is Cleveland. I mean, we're all falling in love with a third-place finish.
Everyone is optimistic about Cleveland. You're probably right. We may be just so excited to get away from their natural dysfunction.
Okay, let's ask this. In the history of that division, couldn't you argue the Steelers and the Ravens over the last 30 years have been two of the best-run teams?
Right.
So do you really believe you're going to roll the dice and say Cleveland for the next decade is going to be well-run and the Steelers and Ravens are going to be poorly run? The Rooneys still own the Steelers. And was it Steve Buscemi? What's the guy that owns the Ravens? One of the best owners in the league?
Yeah.
Buscemi. What did I call him? Steve Buscemi? He's an excellent actor.
He is.
So the Ravens and Steelers are historically IBM. Okay? Cleveland is historically Blockbuster Video. So I'm supposed to believe that this is all going to turn around because of Baker Mayfield? I don't know.
I mean, I think it's more than Baker Mayfield. I think it's John Dorsey, and I think it's their staff, like all the players.
All right, Joy, I always go back to
they have a good roster.
Who's in the playoffs this year? Belichick, Sean Payton, Andy Reid, the Baltimore Ravens. I kind of go back to the things I trust.
I just think Cleveland, if you're going to take all this time to do this coaching search, you need to bring someone in with experience who's been proven.
All right.
And I just don't like McDaniels for that hire. So, speaking of the Patriots, when it comes to hate, they are the undisputed champions of being hated in the NFL.
Who's that?
The Patriots.
Yeah, because they win, yeah.
This map shows how each state leaned in 2018. Well, you're right, because remember we showed the most hated NBA teams and the Warriors were number one.
Look at this.
So, this is based off of geotagged tweets. So 13 states in total lean towards hating the Patriots, including Florida, which
how
is
do you hate
naturally Dolphins fans.
How do you hate the Saints?
Well, it's the area, I guess.
How do you hate Drew Brees? That's a hard one to hate.
I mean,
they went through Katrina. That's a hard one to hate.
It's the area. So the first place is the Patriots. Alaska hates the Patriots for some reason. So does Hawaii. Florida's understandable. Indiana, New York.
Why would Alaska hate the Patriots?
I don't know. I'm actually surprised that the Cowboys are in third, and they're tied with the Eagles, Packers, and the Saints. I would imagine that the Cowboys would be one, if not two.
You know what this shows you? People hate what they're threatened by. Because the two teams that aren't on this map much are the Cowboys and the Steelers, and they've been underachieving for a decade. And the teams that people hate are Philadelphia just won a Super Bowl. Green Bay's always good. By the way, the Seahawks have been pretty good under Pete Carroll.
Well, Philadelphia, the area that Philadelphia has hated is around Texas, and the Eagles and the Cowboys have a rivalry, so that makes sense.
How in God's name, look at the Northeast. Hating the Jets is like hating a bran muffin. It doesn't even have an identity. I mean, what is it? Doesn't even make sense.
I don't know.
Who hates the Jets?
I love that Pennsylvania hates
Doesn't
the Cowboys.
Everybody look at the Jets on their schedule and go, yeah,
it has to do with
we
Philly.
play the Jets.
I mean, the Jets are an easy team to just pick on, though. Finally, Kawhi Leonard played in San Antonio last night for the first time since being traded from the Spurs to the Raptors.
Boy, they booed him.
And he was greeted with a sea of boos.
Traitor, they yelled.
Yes. Every time he touched the ball, he got boos or traitor. And Popovich and Kawhi spoke about the boo birds after the game.
All right.
I felt badly about it. Kawhi's a high character guy. We all make decisions in our lives, what we're going to do with our futures. And he has that same right as any of us. So I felt badly, in all honesty.
I embraced it and enjoyed the moment, and it's only going to get me better. The media does a great job to stir people's minds and, influence them to think a certain way. So I already knew how that was going to be the way the media was.
He's a good player. That's all I know about Kawhi Leonard.
Yes, he led Toronto.
They got beat, though.
With 21 points, 8 for 13. Yes, they did get beat, but they are without Kawhi Lowry. I mean, Kyle Lowry. Kawhi Lowry. Yeah. Kyle Lowry right now. So, and they're in second place without him. So, but the bigger story to me is the Spurs. We always forget about those Spurs.
Well, they're boring.
They are. They're boring. They're your vegetables.
Boring. They are.
They're your broccoli. They're your carrots.
You ever get a fruit cup and there's the line? Like, I love cantaloupe. I love blueberries. I love strawberries. I love bananas. They're the green line. They're the, what do you call it?
The honeydew.
The green melon. That's what the Spurs are.
The honeydew, yeah.
It just doesn't do a...
I'm with you there. I have a thing about cantaloupe and honeydew in the fruit cup. It's filler fruit. You get this fruit cup, you're very excited,
and then you get a bunch of green.
They do a great job of stacking all the strawberries and the grapes and the kiwi and the pineapples at the top, and then you get to the bottom, and it's just like it's just wet styrofoam.
Yeah, totally agree on that.
But it's always there.
Nobody agrees with my NFL picks. At least we agree on the fruit cup.
We do.
All right, Joy with the news.
Well.